Yo, 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 it's your boy Swag. I'm back on here with another one. Today I'll be talking about my view watching the drill scene come to what it has become today. Man, when you talk about the drill scene and then just being from where I'm from and seeing it happening, it just have a different feel to it. You have a different outlook on it. And the experiences that fans have on the drill outside of Chicago is different because I watched it happen organically before the music, during the music, and after the climax of the music. Right now, I think they said drill was dead before, but I think right now we're really on a decline of the drill climax. We got Von dead, Doug dead, E-Day dead, Chief Keef not dissing anymore. Dirk, he's still dissing, but that's a different story because on the outside looking in, you would think that LBG was his direct ops, which they wasn't his direct ops. So it's like the original drill movement has died, as far as the top players. When I first found out about quote unquote drill music, it was really the bloggers who was talking about the content at the time. I seen it as war music. When I say war music, that's because a lot of things was going on behind the scenes, and the music was a direct result of things that transpired in the streets. One, um, Keith wasn't a part of the additional drill war content. Keith always made music since he was like 10 years old. So him being a rapper in itself, he was just a rapper. Now, when it comes to 600 FBG, that's where the exchange of a song today by LPG, a song tomorrow by 600. Then something may happen, then you'll hear something transpire in the music to where now LPG saying this happened, ha ha ha, then 600 say this happened, ha ha ha, to where it was like a constant flow of back and forth music. Back and forth music. To me looking at it, it was like back in the day, like for New York rappers. I can't say about California because to me California always had the original gangster music. New York had hip hop where MCs battled each other and the MCs wanted to be the best or number one or on top. So I view FBG versus 600 as a rap battle. Besides what they was talking about, kind of had a little reality to it. I never really picked sides of who I would listen to, who I wouldn't listen to, because we all know it's a fact that ops listen to each other music. That's how they know they been dissed. That's how they know how the song go. That's why they remix songs and have the same pattern of flow. During the beginning of the drill scene, when 600 and LPG was going at it, the people in the city seen it as comedy, as a way of he said this and he said that. Being from those hoods, my perspective was this shit getting crazy and out of hand, and what's gonna happen next? Um, I'm trying to see. I don't even remember what was the first song I heard out of them two when they was dissing each other, but I remember the E Day Is You Serious, because I never heard the E Day Is You Serious at first, you know, but E Day made a video of himself looking at the video, and he like, did they really just say that? Y'all hear this? Oh, I'm finna go get in the booth. And then he did his retake to it. So at the time, I had to go back and see that video. But I already knew they was making videos about each other. But at the time, I really didn't know exactly who was who and what they was doing. But I did know people from the area on side where I grew up at. I knew they was making music, and at the time I didn't know who they was talking about per se until they started making videos back and forth. During that time of them making videos, something happened. Police was involved, and the video was taken down. I don't know what was in the video or said, but it related back to the streets, and the video got taken down. But the dissing never stopped after that. The dissing never stopped. I remember watching it like, damn, they got 1,000 views. Waking up the next day like, damn, they almost at 2,000. Then going like a whole day without even watching the video, I come back, it was at 3,000. So that shit spread like wildfire. When I tell you wildfire, that shit spread it. And during the time LPG and 600 was battling, Chief Keef was already an artist making music. So now he began to jump into the lane of dissing the ops. His music always was gang related to who he claimed and who his family was, but it came a time to where it was really fuck these guys, yo dead guy, this, and what you gonna do about it? We can go to war. So his music transitioned from traditional rap to what we call now drill music. Did he label himself a drill artist? Was he making drill music? I never heard him say that. I just heard him talk about doing drills and speaking upon people that's no longer with us and who he ride with and what he'll do for the people he ride with. During the time when drill first came about, E-Day was fucking with Smiles, and we all know that Smiles fuck with JoJo World. Before Chicago blew up and JoJo did the BDK song, everybody know they all went to school with each other. They all was kind of fucking with each other. But when the music came, people started choosing sides. And the street life caught up to them as young teens. I didn't even know of Pac-Man. They say Pac-Man invented drill. He was making drill music. I didn't know who he was, so I'm like the outsiders that's outside of Chicago that didn't know who he was and think that drill started originally with E-Day and LPG, which that's what elevated it to the next level, such as like hip hop. When two hip hop MCs battle, one wins and it raises their audience. It raises their skills on being a certain superior level. So at the time when 600 LPG was beefing, Drill rose up like this. And while Drill was rising, Keith rose up as the artist that he always was because he always had the talent, the time for the studio because he was working with Ken and he got the exposure he needed. Keith already had a following on MySpace where he was getting thousands of views, and I don't even know if 1,000 views was a lot then. I mean, I know it was a lot then, but I don't know if that was like considered you being a artist to where you had your set amount of people that follow you, fans, but he was doing numbers then. So he was just an artist that came up with the drill. So that's how he was able to shoot up. The drill scene back in those days, 2011, 2012 ish, when drill was first beginning, was the days where it was beef in the hood. The beef couldn't be stopped because it was a peace treaty. And during this peace treaty, I think it was Jizzle, Fame, wrong. Jizzle got killed on the drive on 60th or 60. No, he got killed on 62nd or 61st of King Drive. It was a peace treaty. So after he got killed, it was like it wasn't no turning back from that shit. And what you see today kind of became from that. It's just not gonna stop. It's not. Like seeing everybody in the hood become superstars that I seen as shorties running around, shooting basketball, just talking shit. Like it was something to see, you know. I can't say that I wasn't in a spot to where it was like I deserve this too. I know these motherfuckers. I know him. I used to hoop with him. I've been seeing him in the hood ever since he was a little kid. Now this nigga all I'm a little nigga, I'm short. This nigga all big and he popping. Like my perspective was these niggas was popping. I need to be popping. I wasn't rapping at the time. I had started rapping. I had my son, so I wasn't really rapping. I had moved out the hood too, cause I'm a fucking grown up. I'm grown. I'm experiencing life. I got my own crib. I had moved up north with my white homie. I had a roommate at the time. I wasn't even thinking about the fucking south side like that. But I ended up moving back with my grandma. And then at this time, she lived on 60th and Vernon. So that's like in between 600 and LPG. So at this particular time, I'm coming back and seeing these shorties and how they have changed, how they have grown up, and like I said, what they have become. So it's like seeing the drill scene for me was seeing little kids become superstars. And I've been saying this way before anybody else, I think, even said this, but everybody is famous in the hood. Y'all watch everybody live. Y'all record they live. Y'all post what they say. I've been saying this ever since I seen all these little kids in the hood blow up. Ever since I seen the kids blow up and the people behind them become celebrities. Ain't no such things as gangster movies no more. The gangsters is the movies. The friends of the rappers are the gangster movies. You're watching their life and you're watching them live out gangster shit. You're watching them live out gangster scenarios. You're watching them die. And that's entertainment. To you, to them, sometimes to me. I watch the lives, I listen to the music, I see them die, I watch the posts, I read the comments. The only difference between maybe somebody that's not from the area, that's outside the area or in another state, in another country is you guys don't see it as much as a problem. You guys don't know them, so when some people die, it don't hurt you, and y'all just see it as, I wonder who's gonna get killed next. Why you didn't go ride for your homie? And you talking all this gangster shit. Everybody got a day. Everybody got a time. Who knows? I could die 10 minutes from now, and who would give a fuck about me? Because I'm not on this certain level. Because I'm not a friend of a rapper, and I'm not representing a gang. I'm not talking shit about the dead. I'm not talking about going to smoke somebody. So me seeing the drill is totally different from a fan, an outsider. And because I know people don't mean that I'm representing something. It don't mean I'm picking sides. It's just where I grew up at. It's who I know, who they're related to. It's who I know and how I know them. Because all these shorties I seen, a lot of these shorties I seen in the hood walking. A lot of these shorties I seen, I hung with their parents. You know? So it's like just a different vibe, a different feeling. For example, at the time I didn't know this, but like D Rose is one of the most infamous gangsters from Chicago or the drill scene. He actually was rapping too. You know what I'm saying? He tried to jump in the lane and rap, but the streets caught up to him. And I want to say it's his stepfather because I never knew it of his real father, but I used to play ball with his stepfather or father all the time. And at this time, D Rose probably was about like maybe 5 or younger. Like, he went to the courts, hopped in his van with us, and went to the court, sat on the side, and he used to run up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, little kids. I'm talking about little kids. Like this, how crazy this shit is to me to see people grow up and who they become and who they is to the world. Like, my experience of the drill was totally different from everybody else's. Totally different. Did I know people on the other side? No, I didn't. But when they die, I still feel like, damn, that's fucked up. You know, it's not a one person that died where I say they deserved it. It's not a one time the motherfucker got shot and I say, damn, they shouldn't have made it. It's not a one time I say anybody deserved to die. Because we all grow up in an area. Once you grow up in an area, these could be your friends. Not necessarily saying you got a gang bang. These are your friends. And just because you're my friend in first, second, third grade, fourth grade, and you choose to do things that I don't choose to do, don't mean that I just disassociate myself with you like I don't know you. I live on the same block, so I gotta see you. When I go to the store, you coming in, or you might be picking up items. I might be coming in, you coming out. I know you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And everybody's guilty by association to certain things. So you gotta kind of be careful when you're labeling people, because sometimes people just living life. Sometimes people just genuine friends with people. You know, like I was just watching interview with Tucker Mama. You know what I'm saying? And she was saying her son didn't gang bang, and if he did, she didn't know anything about it, and she's so surprised. But looking at that interview, I kind of see it as him being a friend. His parents had a lock on him, a hold on him, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't out at 11, 12 o'clock at night selling drugs, doing bad shit, but he moved to an area where he had to fight to show who he was. Lucky for me, I didn't have to go through that because when I moved to Parkway, I was already a youngin'. I was like 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to fit in. I didn't have to meet people and people view me or judge me of, oh, he's this or he's that or he can't be this, he can't be that. So I think Tucker just moved to the hood and he went with who he thought his friends was, the people that lived on his block or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the friends he chose. Those are his friends. So you could always be guilty by association just by being friends. Have it happened to me before? Hell yeah, it happened to me before. It happened to me more than one time before. Just because I knew somebody or I was hanging with a certain people, but to me, I didn't see it as I'm gang, gang, gang. I think it as I've been knowing these people since I've been going to Dallas. Or I've been knowing these people ever since I've been coming around this area, visiting my family. So when you see me with these particular people, don't make me a gang banger. But I was pistol whipped because I hung with certain people. So you can get twisted. You can get twisted up in some street shit and not be in no street shit. Because guess what? These same people that you hang with, that you getting mixed up with, when somebody come around and they do something to you, these gonna be your same people, your same friends that's gonna be your friend. And we not talking about gang gang. We talking about be your friend. These are the same people that's gonna be your friend. So seeing the drill movement was a fucking TV show. I'm not gonna lie, it was a fucking TV show. Even seeing Keith come up was a TV show. You know what I'm saying? And then by me knowing DJ Ken and doing music, knowing Keith, knowing certain people on this side, because this is the area where I stayed at. This is the area where my grandma always lived, where I always come. I just knew certain people. And knowing certain people, I met other people because these was the ones that was in the spotlight. So I met producers. I met other rappers. Seeing that shit for me was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Producers that still produce right now that song. Seeing rappers that rap right now that still rap that song. Like, I'm still living in this drill shit. This drill shit is still living. It ain't to the climax to where it was before, but I'm still seeing this shit. Imagine waking up and your homie say, oh, today I'm going to MTV. Like, damn, you going to MTV today? Like, that's that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know, like, that shit was crazy, man. If anything I could take back from this drill shit, I just wish that we could have got a better control of this and the dead, because that shit is spread all across the world. And it's nothing but negative energy. Like, do y'all understand the only people that actually made it out of Chicago rapping, it's only been about 5 rappers that actually made it out of Chicago dissing the dead? Chief Keef, Lil Durk, G Herbo, Polo G. And as far as G Herbo, G Herbo always been my favorite artist, so I kind of know everything about him. And I can't even say he went mainstream. G Herbo went mainstream, but he didn't sign no deal. But Lil Durk did, Chief Keef did, Polo G did, and these are multi-millionaires. Them are the only ones that ever made it out the hood, dissing the dead on this drill shit. They're the only ones. The only ones. I can't name you a West Side rapper that did the drill because they was doing bopping and they kind of gradually came into like the whole like shoot 'em up, bang bang, and kind of diss and set shit. But I can't name no more rappers from the city that made it big, that signed deals, that made it diss in the dead. If you got one, put it in the comment. Let me know. Cause King Louis didn't diss the dead. He almost got his brains blew out. He wasn't dissing the dead. But this rap shit, it comes with death when you come from Chicago. Cause guess what? You gotta be a drill rapper. Why hip hop artists at? Yeah, we had a couple. We had one that stood out the most, Chance the Rapper, and I ain't trying to diss him, but I think it was more politics within him doing what he did to get him to where he was at. Because his rap had an agenda on what he can do versus just the music itself. Where's Chance the Rapper at? He probably do behind the scene things, but I'm saying him as an artist, for him to elevate to the status of what I'm saying Lil Durk at, what Chief Keef went, it's not there. It's just not. I mean, you could feel it is, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it's that way, and I think a lot of more people will feel that way. Chance the Rapper made music. He made a couple of songs I love, but he also did political things with his music. You can go back and look that shit up around 2013, 14, all that shit. He did some political shit. And he met a lot of famous people. He helped a lot of famous people out. But I'm just saying, this drill shit, it's only for show. It's only for show and tell. Like I watched Duck since he was a little boy rapping, dissing, starting this drill shit. And they said the industry blackballed them. And look where he at now. All the hard work he did. And it goes back to him losing his life over one song that they wanted him so bad that they risked it all to catch him lacking. That's what they say. I don't know. I'm just going off what's in the public. I don't know what the fuck going on. Because I believe the industry pulls all type of strings. They gonna get their money. They gonna put on a show for you guys. Remember, love and hip hop is not real. But when love and hip hop first came out, everybody thought it was real. The industry tells you, oh, I can't put out the music I want. Oh, they want me to be somebody I'm not. So when it comes to this drill shit, it's authentic music. When it comes to this drill shit, it's fucking real. And you gotta understand that. So when I get to talking about drill and I'm really getting deep into how I feel now because I'm talking about death, it's like you gotta understand that this shit, this drill shit, was a gift and a curse to our people. Do you not understand that everybody across the world did what we did because we did it first? Who are we? We don't even know who we are. Who is you? Everybody look at us as the leaders. But we have no leaders here in America. None. Who's willing to die in this generation or the last generation? Who's willing to die? Who's willing to make a stand for us to do what the fuck we gotta do? Now that this drill shit is all across the world, all the eyes on us, who's gonna be that rapper that changed the world, like on some King Yellow shit? Like, he could be positive, he could spread the message, but he's not the guy. He's not the one. All he is a lamp to the person that's supposed to make the spark, that's supposed to make this shit happen. Where that drill rapper at? We talking drill. We talking the drill scene. Where that rapper at? Is he gonna emerge himself? It's only a few that can do it. We know who two of them is. Is they gonna do it? I never even heard them niggas say they even like a Jitty song. Neither one of them. Never heard them say that. So when I get to talking about drill and how I feel about it and what I've seen, like when the drill scene first started, like I was happy. I was a part of it. I was interviewing, promoting music. Like I did all this shit for years, on top of years. Then it came a point to where you gotta look at it and say like, what am I doing? Or what's the purpose? Money. But it's like people are dying out here. So watching the drill scene for me from then to now is senseless. It's not totally senseless because people are changing their life. They making their life better for those around them. But you're also putting other people's life in jeopardy. Like when I was doing this music shit, like it was a time I almost got shot. Why? Was it because who I was hanging with? At the time, we was on our way to a video shoot. We had a rap group with us in the car. So I don't know if they shot at us because of that. Or, Ken was in the car, so when you see an Asian motherfucker in the hood at that time, you know who it was. So I don't know if they was shooting at us because Ken was in the car and they thought we was with some other people that we wasn't supposed to be with. You just never fucking know. This drill shit is fucking crazy. Dissing the dead is crazy. Like, back in the day, like I said, everybody listened to both sides music. So back in the day, when LPG would drop some music, I checked that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought Cash was decent on the rap side. Cash never dissed the fucking dead. He never dissed the dead. He just said shit to where he said, yeah, you can probably be where he at. But he never said, fuck the dead. He started rapping fuck the dead. It's just a big difference that comes with that. And I think the universe has chosen a few that's gonna make it out this shit. This and the dead. I don't think nobody else can make it this and the dead for so long and not have to deal with the consequences. That's just how I feel. I don't think nobody can outbeat it. I don't think nobody can outdo it. I don't think nobody can outrun it. I remember when drill first kicked off and I found out about King Louie and shit. I thought King Louie was a hot ass artist. But you know why he didn't make it big as he could have? Because he wasn't dissing the fucking dead. He was in every blog. He was talked about all over. He made it to MTV. He signed a deal. But when it comes to death, it just brings different things. I experienced death with this music shit. Like I said, my peoples grew up on Front Street. So I knew Quano. Not Quano Rondo, Extendo Quano. So I knew him since he was a shorty. When my grandmother lived on Front Street, this nigga was ditching school in my grandma's crib. I'd come over there, all these little badass motherfuckers in my grandma's crib with my cousin. Just in the crib, not going to school. They shooting dice, they chilling, toting pipes, doing all this crazy shit. So when I was doing my interviews and shit, I had stopped. Then I came back and I started doing them again. And he was rapping. I found out, I'm like, man, let me go get Quano. Let me fuck with him. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me help him do what he trying to do because it worked both out for both of us. So what happened? Fucking 12 killed him, man. But what that do for everything we did? The numbers went up. Like, you motherfuckers don't get it. Death brings money. And I really think the industry designed this shit to be this way now. So when all these artists dying, is sometimes I think it's bigger than them just dying. Like, you can't diss the dead. That shit gonna come back. No matter how you look at it, it's gonna come back. That's why they signing you. They signing you for you to diss the dead. They know you're gonna die. They know it's coming for you. But when you wake up and you see that, then we can make a change. Then we can reach everybody. We can reach Africa, the UK, Mexico, Canada, any other continent I forgot. Country. Once we can understand that death is not good, once we can understand that it's all by design, then I think maybe, just maybe, drill can go back to its higher self. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with dissing each other. It's nothing wrong with dissing each other. That's what makes the music. But when you talk about the dead, takes out the good in it.